Some businesses have been using virtual tools to communicate for years. But for many of us, we've had to transfer the work that we already know how to do face-to-face onto virtual platforms with very little time to make that adjustment. Therefore, it's really important, as we start to use these platforms more and more, to schedule and plan time to rehearse. There are not many professions outside of the arts environment that plan and schedule adequate time to rehearse. So make sure this is part of your preparation plan, leaving time to rehearse what you're going to do and how you are going to do it. And rehearsing doesn't mean just getting your technical things in the right frame, making sure the slides are in the right order or that your camera and lighting setup is adequate. Not just that you know how to use the platform that you're on. But rehearsing also means practicing you, making sure that your body language and your voice are able to maximize your impact and able to reach out and connect to people wherever they're tuning from. Schedule time to rehearse. Grab a colleague or friend and jump on to one of these platforms and set up a dummy meeting so that you can practice exactly what you're going to do. You can set up a dummy webinar or presentation. You can hit record, and you can then spend time watching things back so that you know what is effective and what is less effective, and that way you know how to make those adjustments. Each platform has different functions, so jump on in advance of your meeting and presentation and check out which ones work best for you. Also take time to practice how you want to set things up. How do you want your video to appear for others? What's the best way of their videos appearing for you? Are you able to smoothly transition between your slides and their faces? Can you see the chat, your slides, their faces, and the waiting room adequately? Or do you need to consider setting up 2 devices to manage this better? Different platforms function differently, and you need to make sure that you are as prepared as you could be. So set up your virtual room in advance of stepping on. Don't just rehearse the technical elements of your presentation. Take time to rehearse you. This means making sure that you are comfortable in using eye contact and body language over virtual platforms, and also making sure that your voice is ready to do the heavy lifting. It's harder, potentially, for people to read your body language. So make sure that your voice is ready to engage and hold the presence of your listeners with vocal color, pitch, pace, and pause. And this takes some practice, getting used to transferring what you no doubt already do well in the face-to-face world onto virtual platforms. One final thing to rehearse is how to leave with credibility. Different platforms have buttons in different places to leave the meeting or end the meeting for all participants. There are certain quick keys that we can use on different platforms to give us a quick shortcut, but something that all platforms have in common are 2 things: a video button and a microphone button. If we hover over these as we are saying goodbye to the participants, click the video off, turn the microphone off, this then gives us time to figure out how to leave the meeting or end the meeting in our own time without leaving our participants with a final memory of our face squinting and frowning into the camera as we figure out where these buttons are. You can even add a professional-looking profile picture, and as you turn your video off, it'll leave a professional-looking reminder of you as you leave the meeting.